work has started again. And I basically come from a business family, and I had joined my father's business right after school. And I moved to the corporate space and I started working. Earlier, I started off working in call centers, and I really enjoyed it. First of all, I would like to thank you all for being so supportive and being so encouraging and giving me all this love.
First of all, thank you so much for taking out time from your busy schedule for your fans in United Arab Emirates as well as worldwide. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Neelam. I work as a sub-editor for AlShorts.
Okay.
You already know AlShorts is basically the first English news aggregator application in the Arab world with
Okay.
150,000 downloads since January 2020. Priya, we have some questions for you that your fans especially wanted to know. So, shall we start with the same?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, great. So, Anupria, from glimpses of your acting skills in Telugu movie to versatile web series in Bollywood industry, how do you define your journey till date?
It's been interesting. There's been there have been a lot of ups and downs, but I think that I've been very blessed to get an opportunity to work with many people that I admire and who are thorough professionals and very talented. A lot of directors that I've always wanted to be, associated with. I got to work with them like Sanjita Bansali, like Sid, Nishant Kamath sir, Tigmanshu sir, Nagesh Kukunu. So I really got to work with Vikramaditya Motwani and Neeraj Khewal in SacredGames. So a lot of directors that I've always wanted to work with, I got an opportunity to work with them, and I hope that I'll get to work with them again with Prakash sir, who I did Aashram with recently.
Yes.
So yeah, yes, I've got to do some challenging roles so far, but I think it's just the beginning of the journey. There is so much more I want to explore and achieve. So this is just the start.
Exactly, of course. And I'm pretty sure that since we spoke your name as well, and many of your fans in this country specifically, they were very excited to know your upcoming projects, and they also shared their excitement about whenever they watched your fascinating acting and versatile roles that you have been doing in web series as well as in Bollywood. And I'm pretty sure people are already excited since Aashram is coming soon, and we are hoping to see the most versatile acting, of course, of Bobby Deol as well as you, Anupria.
Thank you. So, with regards to my upcoming projects, as you said, Aashram 2 is about to come out. So basically, this was the first season itself. A part of it got released recently, about 2 weeks ago, I think. And the second part, which is now technically being called the second season, which ideally is just the second part of the first season, that's going to come out, I think, in about a month or two. I don't know the exact date yet, but somewhere around the corner. Then we have just completed shooting for Criminal Justice Season 2. So that's going to be out, I think, somewhere by the end of this year. There is a movie that I did with Netu Sharma as the lead. That's going to come out, I think, by the end of this year. That's called Meri Desh Ki Dharti. There are talks of Asur 2 and Aashram 2, like the actual, second season. There is another project which I really can't comment upon just yet because the formalities are still remaining. That's going to start, and there are 2 other projects that are in the pipeline. So yeah, there are 2-3 projects which are in the pipeline, which I really can't just yet comment upon because they are in the process of getting finalized. But yeah, work has started again, and we are back to our regular role of life. So that's nice.
So my next question to you, especially that your fans wanted to know, since you hold a bachelor degree in commerce from a very reputed institute as well, so was acting your first choice of career, or you wanted to pursue something else as well?
No, so acting was not my first choice. I basically come from a business family, and I had joined my father's business right after school. I was always conditioned to, take the business forward because though we are four siblings, and I'm the youngest in the family. I was the only enterprising one as such. My other two sisters were married. My brother was physically special since birth. So I was the only person who was ever considered to be taking the family business forward per se. And I had grown up thinking that. So it was but natural for me to join my family business right after school. But it was in a very, very difficult situation at that time, and it was like a sinking ship. So actually, I shut it down in my first, I think, 1.5 years of college. During that time, I shut the business down and I moved to the corporate space and I started working. Earlier, I started off working in call centers, and I really enjoyed it. Coming from a business family, that side of world of MNCs and having those flashy offices and so people around you. And I was also promoted first couple of times, so I thought that this is great. This is a great career line for me. And then I moved to working in more administrative and financial roles in the corporate sector. And yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed that also. Like, I'm someone who does well in a structured environment. And even today, I think I suffer a little bit in terms of working as a freelancer. I mean, I'm not someone who's very well suited for a freelancer's life. I like structure. I like having somewhere to go every day at 9 o'clock. At least I used to. And it used to work well for me. So no, acting was never the first choice of career. It just happened. Like I think I always wanted to do something creative, but because my circumstances were different and the environment was very different, I got sucked into other things. And then when the opportunity presented itself, acting happened on its own because it was meant to.
Oh, that's nice. That's really an interesting story because coming from a background where you were working in a multinational companies and then boom, from a corporate angle, a complete shift to the artist angle. So, of course, it must be a very journey for you as well. So,
Yeah, it was.
to the next question. So, everyone has memorable moments in their life. So, we wanted to know what is that one hilarious moment in your life that you still think about and just laugh out loud. So everyone has that. Maybe it's off set, on set, anything, but there's always something that makes you laugh that
I
makes
can tell you
you
the most. I mean, as you said, there might be many such hilarious moments. I can't think of anything like particular, but that one instance which was pretty recent. This is after the lockdown when we started shooting for Criminal Justice 2 again, and and at one time during one of my closes, I think there was a scene going on, and I didn't have dialogues. I was just supposed to be looking at someone talking and paying attention, and my expressions were being captured in my close. And I was listening so intently that I have this habit of playing with my nose. So my side profile was being taken, and I kept playing with my nose and doing this weird gesture, and twiddling my fingers and rubbing my nose and twiddling my fingers. And the entire scene was perfect for the other actors but me. So my director was scratching his head, abusing me in his head. And like the moment the scene got over, he ran to me and he was like, "What was it that you were doing? This? What was it that you were doing?" And he kept pulling my leg the whole time after that. So yeah, so that was the funny thing that happened recently.
Oh, okay. Well, when we talk about Anupria Goenka, so there are a lot of celebrities that comes in our head as well. Since you have worked with big celebrities like Hrithik Roshan and Tiger Shroff in War, Deepika Padukone and Padmaavat, John Abraham and Varun Dhawan also in Dishum, Salman Khan and Katrina Kaif in TigerZindaHai, and the list goes on. In fact, in web series also, you worked with Saif Ali Khan in SacredGames, Pankaj Tripathi, and so many more. We want to know, I'm sure your fans also wanted to know, who do you consider your mentor in this industry, working with, celebrities, as I mentioned?
I think I don't have one single mentor per se. I have learned from everyone that I have worked with, be it directors, be it co-actors. Uh, and I've learned different things from different people. I don't know how much of these learnings I've been able to inculcate in myself, that I can't say, but I've surely uh, noticed their way of working, and tried and imbibe things from them, and also respect them hugely for what they stand for. Like Ritik is extremely dexterous, very very hardworking, and gives in his 2000% to every scene. So does Tiger. Very diligent and very methodical in terms of regimented in terms of doing his crazy uh, the stuff that he does, the flips and dances and blah blah, and how fit he is, and how he works hard to perfect himself there. Um, from Deepika, I learned that she's again very hardworking and so graceful and elegant, and very focused on what she's doing, and so on and so forth. I mean, Pankaj sir is the simplest person I've met. His presence is so simple and heartwarming, and just being around him feels good. Not just as an actor, but also as a human being. He gives that very nice, calming vibe. Bhai is bhai. So, everybody, Saif is the most down to earth person, right? He's really well read, extremely wise, very down to earth. I've had lovely conversations with him. So yeah, I've learned different things from different people. I think I have taken much more in from my directors as well, from the various directors that I've met, be it Sanjay sir, Nagesh. I mean, the list just goes on. I've learned little things from them. Prakash sir, who I worked with more recently. And I don't know, I can't think of any one single mentor in my life. If you want to, you can learn from various people around you. Not just from people that you are working with, but even in regular day life. And yeah, I tend to learn things from everyday life, like when I meet people and how they interact. And sometimes it just seems like someone was just a mediator and you were supposed to get a message from the universe through a person. So I really believe in that.
Okay, nice. Well, your association with Yash Raj Films has also been very strong and commendable. So, anything we can expect in 2021 or maybe after that?
I have no idea. I really hope so. I hope so. Yeah, it's right that I think I give them a lot of credit and respect for what they've done for me in my career. They have a huge role to play, and I'm extremely thankful to Aditya sir for trusting in me and for giving me such credible roles as Poona in TigerZindaHai and Aditya Kaur, and even to Ali and Sid for trusting his vision and for going with it and giving me the opportunity. So yeah, I think they've been very instrumental in wherever I've been able to reach, and whatever little work I've been able to do. They and Sanjay sir have a huge role to play in that. And yeah, I hope that this continues and I'm able to make them proud and do more work with them. I really hope to make Aditya sir proud someday by doing some work that he can be extremely happy about. So I hope that continues and I get to do something with them.
Great. I'm sure your fans, whosoever will be seeing this interview of yours, they will be very excited to know the name very, very soon in 2021 in specific. Well, when it comes to you as a person, how do you describe Anupria Goenka as a person in real life and not real life?
Work in progress. That's the best way I can put it.
Okay. Well, that should have been my question in the rapid fire, in fact, which is something that we're going to do now. Well, since you already know AlShorts, the tagline for AlShorts is that we provide short news in 30 seconds. So, as a news aggregator application, we understand that people do not have a lot of time to, just take the entire newspaper in the hand and read the whole thing. So that's what AlShorts is for. So coming the our tagline of 30 seconds, we thought to, have a rapid fire round with you in maybe 30 seconds. Maybe it can extend to a minute as well. So, shall we?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Great, great. So, Anupriya, what are the three things that you always carry in your bag?
My phone, my wallet, um, yeah, maybe my keys, house keys.
House keys. Okay. So, which character influenced you the most in criminal justice? Vikrant Messi as Aditya Sharma or Pankaj Tripathi as Madhav Mishra?
Pankaj Tripathi as Madhav Mishra.
Awesome, awesome. What is the first thing that you do when you get up in the morning?
Brush.
Okay, okay. So, which is the makeup essential that you always carry with you whenever you're going outside?
Moisturizer.
Okay. So, very interesting question. Aloo tikki burger or aloo paratha?
I'm not an aloo fan, but if I have to choose, aloo paratha.
Okay. A song that is always there on your on repeat in your playlist.
Gautier, somebody I used to know.
Okay, okay. Gym or yoga?
Yoga.
Yoga. Junk food or healthy?
Healthy.
Describe yourself in 3 words.
Work in progress.
In progress. That's what I said. Maybe this should have been my question in rapid only. Maybe some other, any other alternative other than work in progress?
Sensitive. Rather, no, not sensitive, empathetic. I would like to call myself sensible, but I don't know how many of them will agree with that, people who know me, but I think I'm sensible. And I'm also temperamental.
Okay, okay, great. Your huge crush in the industry?
Hrithik Roshan.
I think you already knew this answer, but to confirm.
Yeah, I've been blatantly saying this since war. Like, I think that's the most honest answer that I can give to that question. Since war, there is no other answer I have.
Oh, okay, great. So, well, before we conclude this interview, we wanted to know do you have any message for your fans based out of United Arab Emirates and worldwide, especially at this time of COVID-19 pandemic?
First of all, I would like to thank you all for being so supportive and being so encouraging and giving me all this love. It really inspires me and motivates me to do more, and so please keep that coming. I hope I'll be able to entertain you further and do work that makes you proud. And if I do any mistakes, please be kind enough to tell me so. Apart from that, take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, be compassionate to one another. I think not just during COVID, our world needs compassion right now for one another. We need to give each other some benefit of doubts, cut each other some slack. And we all have gone through difficult times, and these are such a very confusing time. We need to keep our heads clear, know what we are really, here for is to love each other and do good work. So yeah, let's just pay attention to that and be safe, be happy, live for the present. That's what I keep telling myself every day, that I need to live for the present.
Great, great. Thank you so much, Anupriya, and thank you so much for your time again.
Thank you.
I also had a personal request from you that if you could like to say some things about AlShorts as well.
Download AlShorts for short news in 30 seconds.